Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Mudavadi, says East Africa is ripe for the chairmanship of the African Union next year. This was a key agenda of the 44th Ordinary Session of the AU's Executive Council of Foreign Affairs Ministers meeting in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. In a wide-ranging interview, Dr. Mudavadi said election rules under the AU reforms provide for a more equitable and inclusive rotation of the chair and commissioners. He pointed out that East and North Africa have not had a chance at the Commission's top seat since 2022. He also outlined the benefits of the AU participation in the Group of 20 G20 and the need to deepen implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. These issues will be part of the agenda of the 37th AU Heads of State and Government Summit this weekend.
This is the 44th session of the Council of the AU, and this is the one that brings together all the foreign affairs ministers. Now, the agenda has been very long. We have almost 20 plus agenda items, which we have talked about. So we have had a report of the performance of and activities of the AU for the last 1 year or the last 2 years. Then there are various committees that were submitting reports. And one of the critical reports is the reform of the AU. And key there is the modalities that will be put in place and have been put in place to facilitate a more equitable election of the commissioners and the chair of the African Union. So clearly, the principles of rotation so that the whole of Africa can be seen to participate is important. In this particular case, for instance, we are trying to deal with a situation where basically Eastern Africa and Northern Africa have never had an opportunity to lead the chair of the Commission for over 23 years, since 2002, 2003. The Southern region has had a chance. The Central has had twice. The West has also had an opportunity. So one of the key elements was that alphabetically, if you go in terms of regions, this provides a good opportunity for the East African region to provide leadership for the African Union Commission, for the African Commission. So broadly, these are it, and then we still have to discuss issues that relate to the conflicts, the peace and security issues in Africa. As you know, there are very many hotspots in Africa. The theme this year is about preparing the African through education for the 21st century. And we are debating this particular theme when millions of children have been displaced from schools, when learning facilities have been demolished because of conflict in various parts of the region. So we see this as a very important occasion for Africans to address, for Africa to address their own issues through the Africa Union. There are issues of agriculture, there are issues of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. So a lot of issues are on the agenda. If we go by the rules that were approved, it's an opportunity for East Africa to provide leadership. And also we need equity and inclusion. That is the whole essence of the African Union. It would not be right if only certain regions continue to produce the leadership. It's also a chance for other regions to participate in this.